They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose at the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass, 47 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Now it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try to turn around their fortunes.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
It's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 10. Huntley to throw.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Nolan Smith
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, LA! A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
60 Bobcats.
Here's Huntley. That's complete to Pierce.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Warriors, 17.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make it 24-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White.
right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Charger drive about to get going. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wide smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The escapability in evidence there as that been good for 15 and a first. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Hundley looks to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And now the rookie's free. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. To throw, Huntley. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They go play action with Huntley.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Now Huntley. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here's Huntley.
And this one is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
There's their man again. It's complete. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the counter, Davis Price.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
There he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Huntley.
Dancing to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
60 vices.
Now Huntley.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Huntley.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Huntley off of play action. Open man downfield. It's Palmer.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. 2nd down throw from Huntley. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
Here it is, 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And